FXR night moves in Brooklyn. Let's get into it. Alright, what's going on YouTube? FXDLS Brooklyn is back in the building. Coming at you here from a random Thursday in mid-January. That's right, we are getting the winter freezing miles. And we are, of course, at my hometown motorcycle shop. None other than Indian Larry Motorcycles. Usually when you see it in my videos, it's for the block party, which is just madness. So this is what it looks like on a normal Thursday in New York City. But it's a beautiful night out here. It's been a beautiful day. It's always a good day when I get to be on my 1988 FXR. And we're gonna get some Brooklyn miles in this video. As always, shout out to John the Painter and Bobby and all the good folks over at Indian Larry Cycles in Brooklyn, New York. Always a good time. And yeah, you know, I was just hanging out with John for a little bit. He was kind of showing me some of the new parts that are going to be coming down the line for 2024. You know, you've all seen me run their parts for years at this point. You know, most recently the bars for the Lowrider ST, did a video reviewing as well as did a video showing you how they're actually made. So that was a video I really enjoyed getting to make. But anyway, yeah, John was showing me some very exciting new products that are being made by hand out here in Brooklyn, New York. So you know, you could expect to see some exciting things coming down the line. Definitely gonna review some of those new things on my Dyna, or at least definitely gonna put some of those new things on my Dyna, do a little review, so you'll see them here at some point. But yeah, that was kind of it. You know, I think I shot a Motovlog coming out here in my previous vlog before this, and I don't motovlog as much as I used to these days in terms of content that I do on YouTube. You guys know I do a lot of profile videos. You know, we're doing gear and part reviews, a lot of voiceover content, so motovlogging is not necessarily the main driving force of my channel in 2024. But yeah, motovlogging is actually how, you know, I got my start on this journey of YouTube. So I do actually still enjoy shooting a motovlog here and there. You know, this is probably when you're gonna catch me at the utmost happiest in my life, when I am on my motorcycle, especially if it's on my 1988 FXR. This bike just makes me so happy. It is also my 100% my daily commuter. So if you ever see FXDLS Brooklyn out in the wild, it's usually not going to be on an FXDLS or a Lowrider ST. It's usually going to be on a 1988 FXR. This is like my minivan, my everyday. And my oh my, does it perform! Hell yeah, brother. So yeah, you know, quick little, nice little Brooklyn evening ride over to the good folks at Indian Larry. Always cool stuff living over there. One of the reasons why I love being a biker that is based out of New York City is we just got no shortage of cool bikes that are coming in the mix. And many of those bikes can often be found at Indian Larry Cycles, conveniently located in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, this commute I'm actually doing right now, I used to do this ride all the time. It's actually when I used to be a practitioner of Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You know, that was, besides motorcycles, that was a high adrenaline activity that I absolutely loved. But after getting in a nearly fatal motorcycle accident, that was just one thing that unfortunately I've yet to get back, which is the physical ability to do Brazilian jiu-jitsu again. I'm definitely, that's just one thing I've lost after getting into a really bad motorcycle wreck. And doing this ride at this time, which would be the time I'd usually be riding back, definitely has me thinking back to my days on the mats down at the academy out here. Man, if you like motorcycles and you get a lot of positivity out of riding motorcycles, I highly recommend trying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I could shoot a separate video for that, but it's like, the feeling of elation, the feeling of joy that you get from riding a motorcycle. I would often get off the mats, be done with training, and be like, yo, I feel like I just rode. Little BQE action out here. I am also riding right now in 40-degree weather without wind chill, so I also hope you are enjoying more pleasant miles on the daily than the scrapping, knockout, drag-out miles of Brooklyn, New York in the middle of the winter. Definitely no shortage of potholes out here, I'll tell you that much. Land of good pizza and potholes aplenty. You best have your suspension dialed in. Yeah, I actually did shoot a video talking about what you should do to get a motorcycle dialed in to handle miles like this, the insane city miles. And one of the things I talk about in that video, one of the parts I say you should make sure is upgraded and dialed in first, is your suspension. Like, there are just potholes and things out here that if you hit, especially going at higher speeds, and your suspension is not able to handle that, you, my friend, are setting yourself up to have a bad day. FXR power, baby! 1988. 1988. If you used to watch my FXR videos, a lot of you would often comment about how my RPM gauge was broken. It would just sit on 0. And then my smart aleck response back would just be like, no, bro, the bike just runs on super low RPMs. It ain't broken. The bike is just running on low RPMs. What are you talking about, man? Sometimes FXDLS gets a little goofy. I would say actually most times, if you know me. Rule number 1 to motovlogging: do not take yourself too seriously. But this is a good stopping point for this one. I hope you have enjoyed these beautiful Brooklyn night moves with me as we departed the Indian Larry cycles and ripped along the Brooklyn Queens Expressway, which most times there ain't nothing express about that. I'm FXDLS Brooklyn, and I'm glad I could bring you some FXR content tonight to maybe perk your day up just a little bit, whether you're watching this at home or watching this at work or watching this while you're riding your FXR. God, I really hope you're not doing that. Stay vigilant out there and pay attention to the road, y'all. Do not consume YouTube content while riding your motorcycle. But that's it, y'all. FXDLS Brooklyn is going to continue ripping through Brooklyn. As always, y'all, stay safe and stay low. Practice a positive mental attitude. ride Dynas, ride FXRs. And on that, FXDLS Brooklyn is out.